The man who had everything. Mr. Smith was one of the most successful businessmen in the city. At the age of 42, he owned several companies and luxury apartments in some of the most expensive parts of town. His office was located on the top floor of a glass skyscraper overlooking the entire city. From up there, everything looked small. Cars looked like tiny lights. People looked like moving dots. And sometimes Mr. Smith liked that feeling. The feeling of being above everyone else. But despite all his success, Mr. Smith lived a very quiet life. He rarely attended parties. He avoided interviews. And he trusted almost no one. Because Mr. Smith had built his empire very carefully. And hidden deep inside that empire, was a secret. A secret so dangerous that if anyone discovered it, everything he had built could collapse overnight. For years, he believed that secret would stay buried forever. But on the morning of December 1st, something unexpected happened. Something that made his hands shake for the first time in years. The night everything began. It was a cold December night. The city was glowing with thousands of lights, reflecting off the glass towers that touched the dark sky. Cars moved slowly along the wet streets while people hurried home, trying to escape the freezing wind. From the outside, everything looked normal. A busy city. Millions of people. Millions of different lives. But sometimes, life has strange ways of connecting people who have never met before. On that night, 5 completely different people were living their ordinary lives in different parts of the city. None of them knew each other. None of them had ever crossed paths. But within the next 7 days, their lives would become part of a single story. A story about secrets. About truth. And about how one small moment can change everything forever. And it all began with a message. The girl behind the camera. On the other side of the city lived a young woman named Sarah. Sarah was 26 years old and known online by thousands of people. She was a content creator. Every day she posted videos about her life, traveling, fashion, restaurants, and daily routines. To the world watching her videos, Sarah's life looked exciting and perfect. Beautiful places. Stylish clothes. A happy smile in every picture. But what people didn't see was the silence that filled her apartment once the camera turned off. Sarah lived alone in a small studio apartment. Most nights, after finishing her work, she would sit by the window looking at the busy streets below. Sometimes she wondered if anyone truly knew the real her. Or if the world only knew the version she showed through a screen. But very soon, Sarah would unknowingly capture something that would pull her into a dangerous story. A story she never meant to be part of. The taxi driver. Bilal had been driving a taxi in the city for almost 12 years. Every day he drove through crowded streets, picking up passengers from airports, offices, shopping malls, and hotels. Some passengers were quiet. Some talked too much. And most of them disappeared from his life the moment they stepped out of the car. But one evening changed everything. It was late at night when a man suddenly opened Bilal's taxi door and jumped inside. The man looked frightened. His coat was slightly torn and he kept looking through the rear window as if someone was following him. Bilal asked where he wanted to go. The man leaned forward and whispered something unexpected. "Drive anywhere, just don't stop." Bilal felt a strange tension in the air. He didn't know it yet, but that passenger would soon become the key to a mystery spreading across the entire city. The man who waited. In an old apartment building near the river lived a man named Rahman. He was in his 70s and lived a very quiet life. Every evening he sat near the window with a cup of tea, watching people walk along the streets below. The neighbors knew him as a polite, quiet old man. But none of them knew about the boxes hidden in his apartment. Boxes filled with old photographs, letters, and documents. Pieces of a story that stretched back more than 20 years. A story connected to powerful businessmen, missing money, and dangerous decisions. Rahman had spent years protecting those secrets. Waiting for the right moment. And deep down, he knew that moment was getting closer. Because sometimes the past has a strange way of returning when people least expect it. The message. The following morning, Amir arrived at his office earlier than usual. The city was still waking up as he walked through the silent hallway and entered his office. He placed his phone on the desk. A few seconds later, it vibrated. A message from an unknown number. Amir opened it. The message contained only 5 words. I know what you did. For a moment, Amir stared at the screen without moving. Then another message arrived. 7 days. Nothing else. No name. No explanation. Just 2 words. 7 days. For the first time in years, Amir felt a cold wave of fear move through his chest. Because deep inside, he knew exactly what the message meant. A video no one was supposed to see. That same afternoon, Sarah was filming a video in the busy city center. The streets were crowded with people shopping and enjoying the holiday season. Sarah recorded herself talking about the decorations and the winter atmosphere. Behind her, hundreds of people walked past. Later that night, while editing the video, she noticed something unusual in the background. A man running. Looking terrified. And behind him, 2 men chasing him through the crowd. Sarah paused the video and zoomed in. The camera had captured something important. Something serious. Without realizing it, Sarah had recorded the beginning of a mystery. The envelope. After dropping off the nervous passenger, Bilal noticed something left on the back seat. A small black envelope. He hesitated for a moment before opening it. Inside was a flash drive. And a handwritten note. The note read. If anything happens to me, give this to the police. Bilal stared at the flash drive for a long time. He didn't know what was inside it. But the fear on the passenger's face suddenly made sense. Whatever was on that drive, someone didn't want it to be discovered. The puzzle comes together. Over the next few days, strange things began happening across the city. News reports about missing people. Rumors about financial corruption. And whispers about a powerful businessman connected to it all. Slowly, the pieces began connecting. Sarah's video. Bilal's flash drive. Rahman's old documents. And Amir's hidden secret. 4 different paths leading to the same truth. And the 7th day was approaching. The 7th day. On the 7th day, the truth finally came to light. Sarah shared the video she had accidentally recorded. Bilal gave the flash drive to the authorities. Rahman revealed the documents he had protected for decades. And Mr. Smith's secret was exposed to the world. The powerful empire he had built began to collapse. The entire city watched as the story unfolded. 5 strangers. 5 different lives. All connected by a single week that changed everything. And sometimes, that is how life works. 5 paths crossing at the perfect moment, to reveal the truth.